Alright, mic check. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Elgato's working. Alright, welcome in, everyone. We're back with more KCD2. Let me kind of clear out some of my tabs. Closing out of some tabs. Oh yeah. The weird bug's happening. We have Mutt back. And I believe now we can do the main quests. Finding Goatskin, consulting Catherine. Set a trap for Goatskin. Let's go consult Catherine and D. I can't see where it is on the map, so we're just gonna have to go by minimap. And then I have our next trophy set up, which should be just the next main mission, I believe. I don't know, to see if there's anything missable with it, but you never know. Yo, welcome in, Seymour.
How long I've been waiting for this. I'm about to make a name for myself. Yeah.
Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Sorry for starting the stream a little bit later than usual. I got kind of caught up today. How are you doing today, man? Hopefully you are doing good. What is D? Oh, D is Catherine. Hell yeah, man. Love to hear it. I'm also doing well. Here we go. Long time no see, Catherine. Hey, I want to talk to you.
I have some news about Liechtenstein.
Oh, I'm all ears.
I think I found that.
I started a new TV show.
I mean,
called
I think
Severance.
I know where he might be.
It's pretty
it
good.
seems he's hiding out because someone had him beaten up.
One of my friends lent me their Apple
They're after him.
TV
He's
account.
surely mixed up in something. That's a good sign, right?
Only I don't know where to look for him. All I know is he's hiding out somewhere between Hradec Quarter and the horse market, and that he robs someone every now and again. But I can't search every single house there, can I?
I
If
can't.
the worst comes to the worst, you can. But it might be wise to try asking around first. And nearby, there's an alehouse where the miners go.
Can't hurt to ask. Maybe someone there knows about him.
Aye. Or you could try to lure him out. If you dare, go to the bathhouse and show you've got lots of coin. Maybe you'll get lucky. You look pretty decent. That ought to do the trick.
It's like I'm invisible.
I'll be on my way.
Aye, get going. I need to get back to the alehouse job anyway.
Did you see where the creator talked about KCD3, I believe?
Christ, pardon me.
I don't know the full context because I haven't beaten 2 yet, so I'm trying not to get spoiled. But it sounds super cool from the murmurings that I was hearing. I'm just gonna head this way. I do have one criticism with this game, and it's not even aimed at the game, it's aimed at the players. People be crying online too much about this game.
I went to confession.
I think some people want this game to be a repeat of the first game, and I don't get it, personally.
Good day to you.
Wait, are you the person I need to talk to? No. Are they in this house? Maybe. Where people say it's too easy to make money, it's too easy to fight people. It's like, all these things are true, yes, but they should be at this point. How can I help you? Because Henry's not a newbie. He's not a loser anymore.
Show me your...
He's already served in, like, actual battles.
Thank you, sir.
You could say it's too easy to make money because of armor. That's true. Armor is a little bit expensive, but we're also in a big city where they keep making master class armor. It's not like the first game where you're just in the middle of the countryside. And I think people don't think critically about that. Oh, hey. Lousy Mary.
Christ, take a bath. You look awful.
Like, you can just play the game and, like, if you think of it as an extension of one, by the time you finish one, if you did the DLC, you're a bailiff. You have an entire town underneath your belt. Just imagine that, Henry moving over here, which is essentially what they did. That's the whole point of the game ending with you traveling on a quest. This is a continuation of the quest. You're not starting from zero. That's not the point. And I think people don't understand that aspect, and they're like, it's too easy. It's like, okay, then play on hardcore mode and stop crying.
I'm looking for goat skin. Do you know
it's still an incredible
Why,
game.
You're a good-looking fella.
That's super fun.
What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right here in front of me? I couldn't care less about your goat skin.
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know goat skin. But don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason. You ain't the first to come looking for him.
Oh.
You say people have been coming asking questions about him?
Aye, like you.
And apart from me?
I dunno. There was a miller from Drechtlitz, and some Jews. That was pretty odd. They usually avoid brothels like the devil avoids, well, crosses or whatever, you know?
Why? It does sound peculiar. Where is he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did,
have you caught back up in the game,
Seaborn,
Seaborn, since you had to restart it?
Hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
Come on now. Do I really look like someone who'd want to hurt him?
No, you don't.
You see? I'm trying to help Goatskin. But I can't do that if I don't know where he is.
Help him? With what?
With this situation he's in. It's complicated. And the less you know, the better.
All right. I understand. He gets me into enough trouble as it is.
There you
You've
go.
been swamped with work. I believe it, man. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I was gonna ask you how work's been going.
There's a yard.
Sounds like it's been
behind
going
the
good.
house leading to a side alley. Right next to it is the Black Horse Tavern. And at the opposite end, you'll see a barn behind a wall. There's a funny little window at the top. That's where.
I'll look for it.
Help him, will you? I'm starting to be afraid for him.
I'll see what I can do. It's not easy.
Farewell, sir.
I apologize.
Come on, Mutt. I'm glad I got Mutt back. Oh, that sucks to hear.
Good dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah, greetings.
This looks like the barn Mary was talking about. But how to get in there?
Is there any magical holes in the wall? 'Cause that's something I have not been noticing. It looks like I would go through this building and out that little side entrance.
Same to you.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Huh? Nice. What is it you need?
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. Yep, my bad. My apologies. I'll work it out. But they just cut my hours as a punishment, so that's actually kind of nice. Oh, that sucks. What happened, if you're able to say? Were you out there fist fighting for some lady? That's where I go. Going for it. Oh, I could have walked up the steps like an idiot. It's pretty crazy that by doing a lot of the side missions early on, and in this game, you can pretty much level out your character. So just like an inventory check, I don't know what main level is. I think it's at 30 since everything else ends at 30. So I'm almost max level, and almost have all my other stats like to match. It's pretty great. I called in for mental health day and didn't give a doctor's note upon return. Do you have to? I thought mental health days and all that were like protected. And that all you had to say was it was a mental health day. I mean, I guess every company has different policies.
Well, well. Look who we have here. You must be Goatskin, eh?
What? What are you doing here?
What do you think? Looking for you.
But I'm hiding. I shouldn't be talking to anyone.
That's true.
But I found you. So you're not hidden anymore.
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like...
Oklahoma's an at will state.
promise
I have
not
no
to
clue what
talk
that
about it
means,
no
so I'm
more.
assuming that means
They'll kill me otherwise.
they need to know or want to see it.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
I could help you with that. I know a lot of people.
Holy shit, Henry.
Getting you out of town won't
We
be a
don't need
problem.
help from anyone.
If
We
you
have
help
the
me,
money.
I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. I know somewhere you can hole up. Help me, and I'll pay you back.
Yeah, tell me about Devil's
Well,
Den.
I'd like to know what place you have in mind, innit?
Do you know the Devil's Den?
But it's a shithole. They ain't too fond of me neither. And the feeling's mutual, like, to tell the truth.
Aye, but you're thinking of the band that used to be there. Now it's my comrades who have it under their thumb. Just tell them Henry sent you, and they'll let you stay a while. If you
That's
help me, that is.
wild,
Don't
Seaborn.
sound too bad.
And that's
Folks
super
are getting
shitty.
fed up with me here. What'll it cost me?
Just some information. That's all.
All right. Well, what do you want to know?
So
I heard you
just
were
because they
spying
don't
for some
like something, they can
nobleman.
just be like, you're gone.
Is that true?
Without an actual
I was
reason.
doing nothing, but you
is
know, like,
terrible.
spying for 2 weeks.
Who did you spy for?
Does this gentleman have a name?
He does. He's one of them, you know, Jews. Samuel, his name is. He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue he hangs around it in front of it, and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out, they ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
As a teen, I was fired after a new owner took over. The reason he didn't like nose rings. That's insanity.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
Yeah, Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things
I've done
don't
this.
concern me.
Yeah, I stopped to do it pretty much. Ooh. I just remember the funny name. I don't pay much heed to things. What don't concern me. Wasn't he a spy?
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough,
Yeah.
but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, you know, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying. I was good at that. I remember pictures good, you know?
I'll be going then. And you should disappear. Now you've got somewhere to go.
All right, listen, now you've helped me out, I'll be hitting the road, soon at any rate. So I can let you have something. It won't be no use to me anyways.
I'm all ears.
I put some things aside. It's a well-hidden stash, but it ain't easy to get to it. And I ain't gonna risk it now.
That sounds interesting. Where is it?
In them secret, you know, tunnels under the city.
Tunnels. Secret passageways. Stop blethering and tell me where it is.
I ain't blathering. It's in the passageways beneath the city. I can find it. I've learnt the way. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my knowing your way round, you know, underground like. That ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Walk around underground? How are you going to teach me? You said you were going to pack up and go.
Aye, like, look, if I tell you, it won't be no secret no more, innit? Wait and see.
Look, Goatskin, just because I was nice to you once, doesn't mean you can fuck with me now. Tell me what you know right this instant, or I'm gonna lose my temper.
Well, no need to fly off the handle, like...
Yo!
I'll tell you.
I've actually,
I was just thinking...
I've thought about getting this, low-key. Most Epic, the guy, Mike, when we travel and do cons, he takes this with him so he can continue playing games with him on the road. It's pretty cool. My only concern and issue with it is the battery life doesn't last super long, but it's to be expected. In my opinion, I can't remember if it runs about as much battery life as a controller, but it is very cool. But that is a super cool get.
Goatskin, spit it out.
Oh, all right. It's like this.
Got it for 190. That's a hell of a steal, I think.
This map, like, this whole
They're pretty pricey, aren't they?
And when I, you know, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
A treasure map? You're yanking my pizzle, aren't you?
No. I swear, on my Mars soul. It ain't a treasure map, it's a map of what's below ground.
Big difference. Where's this map, then?
I flogged it to this thief. Angel.
Oh, I already
he
got
called
this.
himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Yeah,
Aye,
he's hung.
he was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know, but watch out. The gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits
Really?
and pieces.
I walked right there and just picked it up.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
That's me through and through, innit? I'd better be off, like. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go.
Excuse me.
Haven't used it yet. Like I said, I heard they're pretty great.
God bless you.
Let me take a look. What's the best way underground? Is right here the treasure? Smuggler storehouse? I mean, it sounds like the treasure. I think go through the mines out here. Coomberg Underground. Sounds pretty reasonable. I'm also annoyed that these quests that just pop up and never leave, that aren't actually side quests. The bugs in the game.
I'm thinking of buying a rowboat or maybe
Wait.
a punt. What do you want a boat for? So I don't drown in all this shit here. Last time it rained for a week straight, we were up to our knees in a river of shit.
Oh, damn.
That's good. You know what?
Here I was thinking it was gonna be something incredible, some new quest. It's not just the tournaments. Has that been a bug on your side, Seaborn, where like quests just don't disappear sometimes? So like the tournament quests keep appearing and the fighting quests just continuously appear for me. Here at the good old underground map. Nah, really? Damn. Maybe it's just me then. Oh, it's just the notes. Here we go. So I want to go left. Maybe two lefts? I think two lefts gives me to Dracula. Which I think would be fun. Yeah, for some reason, those quests, no matter how many times I do them, just don't leave. Damn, no Dracula. This just goes back outside. Just keep on going up. There's a vampire in this here cave. Somewhere. Ooh. Did you do the quest where you fell in the mine shaft? It's a very specific moment that I think has been like the scariest moment in this entire game. I've never been on such nerves. Just a pail of water. Is there anything else down here? No. Alright, well. This looks like it just goes out as well. Maybe I was supposed to go a different way. Wait, is this the way I came from? Yeah. I wish there was a better ability to run in water. I say that as my character actually starts running through the water. I feel like I'm in the descent anytime I'm down here. Maybe this is the left I need to go to. This goes up to the tavern, right? Oh, let me take a peek. No, it keeps going. Okay. Hey, I found him! The vampire! Look at this guy. I'll take that. Yoink. I wish you could take the stake out of his heart. Yoink. Got the garlic, got the steak and heart, got the golden chalice. It'd be really cool if there was like a special weapon here, like if you could grab that. Let me just walk on top of him. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. And we're schmoving. Very hard door, huh? Either judge that. Nothing of noteworthy. Dude, imagine being a shop back in this time and just having like underground passageways. I mean, I guess they still have that in modern day. Anything good down here? Come on. Wait, did I already do this? Oh, I'm going back underground. So many doors. Like, this could be a problem for people. Especially when you leave all your valuables downstairs. Going back underground. Let me... Isn't there a place underground? Smuggler's Storehouse. I haven't been over here yet. Found it! I was wondering how you got here. Wow. Some cool stuff. Ooh. Fine wine. Hell yeah. I can take the reef. Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll definitely take the chalices. Right there is just easy money. Nope, can't open that. Aha! Means alright, I guess. Please? Please? Oh, those are completed quests. Is there anything else that's like of noteworthy underground? I think with that last check mark, that's all the the interesting sites in the game. Oh, wait, I lied. There's one up here that I just never been to. Or, wait, over... Oh, yeah, there's this. I still don't understand what this is. I walked all the way around this 1,000 times and just could not figure it out. Which way was I going? This is the way I came from. Let's go straight. Straight. Sucks to suck. Lots of goodies down here. I'm surprised there's not like random enemies down here.
Who goes there?
Not going that way. Back to the vampire. I do feel like the enemies are more daft in this game with going, must have been the wind. Which cracks me up. Like, I feel like in the first game, like, the second they saw you, it was like, there's a guy there. And this game, they could stare right at you, and you could just, like, sneak around them while staring at them. They'll be like, must have been the wind, dog. Through the water. I wish it would show me out here, or on the map. I'm assuming the monastery is talking about the one up here area. Let's go to Northern Kutenberg. Oh, we're going this way. just the man I wanted to talk to.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
What do you think goy means?
It means you do not belong here.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just as much a goy as I am.
Good one. A goy lecturing a Jew on Hebrew. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these parts.
Yeah, smarty pants
Not
here.
everyone is as tolerant as I. So, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
What do you want with him?
I saw his name.
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
It isn't just anyone looking for Liechtenstein. It'd be better for Samuel to say what he knows, if he doesn't want any unnecessary trouble.
I do not care who sent you. You will not impress me like that. We play by my rules here.
So how can I impress you?
Impressions are worth nothing. I'm only of interest to you Goyim when you need something. To you, I'm just a dirty Jew.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
Well, if your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star. And that is a problem in this case.
I understand. What's this about, then?
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
All right. I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
At the start of the day according to my calendar, or yours?
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right. So they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. But you won't find them today. It's
Boom.
too late. If you
Scholarship
get
is
them
moving.
to let you join them, try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
You'll keep your end of the deal, I hope.
Don't worry.
I'm assuming down here is the miners district, or is over here the miners district. There are mines over here. This is my issue right now with the game. It doesn't tell me where, like, anything is. Like, it could be in the cheap housing area. Also, I need to wash off. There's a ton of blood all over me. Damn, I thought I could just, like, parkour over that.
Excuse me, but I hope you've no business here.
You're right. My bad. My bad, Missy.
Herzlich willkommen. I'd like to. There's no.
Oh, you're the master. Okay.
Ah, so tell me.
And you're a minor. Wasn't there a terrible, cheesy movie called Minor 49er? Maybe I'm making... Or Miner's Massacre. Was that what the movie was? Where it's like, people stole miners' gold and came back to, like, haunt them and murder them with a pickaxe? Am I having, like, a fever dream of this memory? Or is this a real movie? Hold on. Fever Dream Dakota is coming up with horror movies. Oh, dude, it was. Curse of the... Was this what it was called? KCD 2 on Portal is hype. I believe it. Yo, it's crazy that I remembered this movie that it literally has a single paragraph for the plot. B-rated movie at its finest right there. And I'm glad my memory just remembers it. Do miners live out here, or they live outside the walls? But yeah, the portal, it's incredible. There's, like I said, the only issues I had with it was the battery life seemed really short to me. Which, I guess it makes sense because it is, like, running a lot because it's at PS5 graphics just about. I just wish they had more, changeable settings. Kind of like how the, what is it called? What does, not Microsoft. What is it called?
They put out.
Careful.
The, not the Switch. Steam Deck. The Steam Deck, in my opinion, is probably the coolest handheld. Accessibility features. Yeah, but so, like, the Steam Deck, you can, like, change it to the extreme. Which, it has some crazy features. Like, you can turn down the power settings. You can, like, change how much RAM it's using or hardware it's using. You can enhance its graphics by boosting it. Like, it's bonkers. Obviously, it's a lot more expensive. But, like, I wish that the Portal had that capability. So you could, like, change how long it'll last by lowering its settings, or if you want, if you have it plugged in, you can heighten its settings. If that makes sense.
A regular for life. And beyond.
There.
One last beer, he
better
says.
That guy always makes me laugh. Are any of you miners? You guys are beggars and hired hands. I probably need to go outside the wall by the mines to talk to the miners, which makes sense.
I apologize.
Oh, I finally completed the quest where I gave the blacksmith that hermit sword, because I finally have a sword that's better than it, and by that I mean the reforged Radzig sword is crazy powerful. I don't know if it's the strongest sword in the game, but it's quite good.
Greetings.
She looked at me wrong. The strongest sword is Henry's sword. I've not received a Henry's sword at the moment.
Good people, gather round. You won't believe this. A whole village burnt to the ground. Hell on earth.
Scouts? A second thing I wish you could do in this game, I wish you could just give money to beggars. Like this guy right here, I wish I could just go, here's 5 Grecian, here's 10 Groschen, whatever.
Hail Mary. So, what do we have today?
I cannot talk to the miners, eh? Is there any miner that will talk to me? What? What?
Mutt!
Let me just save it while I'm over here. Just in case I do something dumb. There's really not a single miner that will talk to me. I mean, I guess I gotta wait until it's like certain nighttime. Oh, wait, you have a name. Can you talk to me? No. Pass by a little bit of time. Your name sounds familiar. Who are you? Alright, it's starting to get nighttime, folks. The first stars are about to come out. Anyone want to talk to me now?
That's enough for today. Oof.
Yeah, that's enough for today. You should... Mutt, here. Mutt.
Look what I have for you.
Oh, you pooch.
Food.
horrible. And he's right knackered.
Mother of God. Seems his last bit oil.
Am I not doing what I should be doing? Aren't you the same model that I beat up at the Miller's place?
Up on his own. He was scorched black when they pulled. God bless.
Good to see you, friend.
You're beating up models? Kind of. He looks like he has the same, character model.
Blessings to you.
Where the fuck do I go to talk to this guy? I wish my map or game wasn't broken, or maybe it's supposed to be this way. Let me read this. A group of stoke anti-Jewish sentiment meet in an abandoned yard in the mining district. Okay. I have to look for an abandoned yard in the mining district. Maybe down there is the actual mining district of town? Like up here's the mines and... But they have huts up here. I'm going to say that this is definitely the mining district. I just had to look for the people in the yard.
Greetings to you.
They're related. They could be related. Or do you mean up here and down there are related? Or the models are related? Like right now is technically I think the time where I need to find because it's like showing the 3 stars. Are you there? Nope. Let's find an abandoned house. Maybe down there is the abandoned houses. They form a block. Y'all got any abandoned houses down here?
Good day.
Or miners just like to meet up? Is this water blood red? Spooky. See, I don't see a lot of miners in this area. Maybe I was right, it was up top. Miner? Hold on, hold on. This place doesn't allow me to go inside. Is this the abandoned place? It's all boarded up. Are you a miner? No, you're a villager. Are you a miner? Yep. You're a miner? There's no way in. Could this be... Am I just following you for nothing, sir? brother. You're working. Damn. What a jump. I mean, you guys are miners.
Hail Mary. I'm sorry.
But is this the area, or are you just working? Where might we be going? To a secret area, perchance? Are we all going in here? No? There's a lot of miners down here. Where am I at? Yes. Could be a mining area. You know what? This big place right here looks pretty noteworthy. Or it could be up here. Or it could be over here. God, there's so many areas it could be. Hey, you know of any abandoned places around here, lady? Still a bunch of miners out and about. I'm looking for a gaggle of miners. Still miners. And they're walking in this direction. This feels like good news. I'm just going to follow the breadcrumb of miners. You know, maybe that's the wrong context here. That looks like a pretty ratty building. Is that the gallows? That's the gallows, right? That's the gallows. I'm way outside of it. Mate, is it just this?
Oof. I should go back.
Alright, well that's not it, clearly.
Oof. I should go back.
Where are you guys going?
Good day.
You ever came master, eh, Mutt?
Like, there's a lot of miners walking this way. It can't be a coincidence. I don't believe it. But wouldn't that make it too late at this point? Because he said when the first starters are out, and like, maybe they're not technically out yet? I thought it would be like on the mini-map.
No, I shouldn't leave now.
Oh. I just had to wait until it was night, and I have no clue where this is at. Sweet, I'm glad that's the case. Good thing I can run, I guess. Yo, Seaborn, have you upgraded Pebbles yet? To being like the ultimate horse? Low key, Pebbles overpowered. Son of a bitch. Please. Out of breath. The miners district is not at all where I thought it would have been. Or is this just taking me back to the guy?
I'm always glad to see the right people like you.
Oh, thank God. Henry, silent assassin. Brother, I'm warning you, you don't want to fight me. I've taken out complete armies by myself at this point. I dare you to close that door behind me. Oh hell yeah, y'all don't know what you've done for.
Hey!
I'm a strong lad. I'm not like what I once was.
Well, what are you doing, Moisha?
Foot's a capora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Brother?
Sprich deine Gebete, Arschloch.
Oh, you're dead.
I'm all yours.
Dead. Simpletons.
Wait! Don't kill him.
You're gonna beg for mercy? After this?
and make a deal. We have some of your people, we can exchange them.
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. I'm not his enemy.
Wait.
If you know where he is, you better take me to him.
Is this the guy that I was trying to help?
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my 2 best men.
I didn't kill them. This is a different
I'm not a
cutscene.
fool.
Hell yeah. I'm very OP. I didn't know there was another option.
I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you.
I don't need a sword. I've taken out people with just my bare hands and snapped their necks. My Henry is a dangerous man.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me.
A bludgeon weapon changes the game so much.
You can't see where we're going.
Is that all you're using is like a club?
Alright. But no tricks.
If you do,
those are the rules.
I'll murder you. In quests like this, yeah. Oh. Nah, my Henry just... He's cutthroat. Like, after that first battle of Talmberg, it did something to him. It's because after he didn't kill anyone in my entire playthrough, he's a changed man.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
I am following a guide with some of these quests, though.
You can dig up. Off you go.
Hans?
Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure. But he says he knows you, and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Yeah.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord
We met?
Capon's escort. And bodyguard.
I didn't think we met Liechtenstein.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Like, I didn't kill the guys that appeared at the Herbalman's, and they were there for the raid later in the game.
Long stories.
Oh.
You know why?
I think I talked them and they left, and then I killed them when they raided.
They demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
Did we meet Liechtenstein at the end of 1? Was he there with Jobst?
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
In a word, badly.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I didn't realize he was there.
How's that?
I hardly know where to start.
I thought Liechtenstein was already,
Lucky to
like,
be alive.
here in
any
Kuttenberg.
Case, neither von Berghoff nor the League of Lords are planning to join Jobst.
Good God. I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
We did.
And? What was von Berkhoff's reaction?
That bastard first used us, and then wanted to get rid of us. We only just avoided being killed.
Sacre. So there's no chance the League of Lords will turn against Sigismund?
No chance. On the contrary. Von Berghoff and von Aulitz came here to Kuttenberg to be at Sigismund's beck and call.
Christ. And what are you doing here, actually?
I came here with a man called Zizka.
Leave it to
Zizka?
choose to have a guy hidden in
Jan
the cellar.
Zizka of Trotsnoth.
Aye. He's called Jan Zizka, of Trotsnov.
Well, blow me down. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well. What was strange was that his band was infiltrated by Istvan Toth, if you remember.
That rat from Tarnberg. What was he doing there?
Turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side, and Istvan had to flee.
So the fucker's still alive.
Oh no, I murdered him.
Not any longer.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
All right, more drinks going around.
Death.
Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good Lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
He's very resourceful.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then.
I love because wine, they just keep smelling it and then
Lord
drink it.
Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes.
Yo, same.
If only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Jobst.
I must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts. And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself. But the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Gutenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Thank you. You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't worry your head over it. If I was tortured, I'd tell them everything I knew before the iron was hot.
Well, thanks.
But I'd regret it as well. I don't like pain, that's all. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh, how's that?
Because you know how to do it. Don't you?
You have a lot of confidence in me.
Well, I don't have many options. Well then, am I right?
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him. And he divided the property up between his loyal followers.
Hell yeah.
He seized Malashov Fortress from
Missing
the
model.
Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought, but that can't be helped. I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness, but...
But that is the most insane idea I've heard so far today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov.
I'm a strong man.
It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who'll help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right.
Good luck. It was... And be careful. There's bound to be...
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Can I get my sword back? But, like, do I have my sword back? I do.
What are you doing here in Kuttenberg?
That's a good question. Jobst thinks I'm his spy.
You're not.
I gave him some information before I had to go into hiding, but it's complicated. Jobst thinks, quite foolishly I might say, that he'll be able to make a deal with Sigismund.
You don't believe Yob's plan will work?
Trusting your own plan tends to be a big mistake. It's better to assume something will go wrong. That's why I always have at least 2 plans, and the backup includes all of Sigismund's opponents. The city is full to the brim with them. Nearly every noble house has lost some property to him. They can't do much on their own, but if they join forces, now that could make a difference.
Why are the Jews helping you?
Because I asked them to. Most Christians avoid Jews, and probably wouldn't even think of looking for something or someone here. Besides, the local Jewish community have no love for Sigismund or von Berkov, so I don't have to worry about someone ratting me out.
They know von Berkov?
Sadly, they do. Von Berkov instigated a pogrom in Prague. Not long ago, our new king gave him his blessing. Those who survived fled here or to Colleen.
Why would he need convincing? You said he had had a serious quarrel with Sigismund.
Sigismund has made many enemies in Kuttenberg. He kicked off important burghers from the council, confiscated patricians' property, and imposed taxes and duties on them. But he's not stupid. He hasn't completely beggared anyone, so they'd still have a lot to lose if they confronted him directly.
He just made them fear him.
I'd rather call it caution, but you're essentially right. It's complicated. This isn't chess, and the lords aren't all black or white. Just because they can't stomach Sigismund doesn't mean they'll side with us.
So you're sending me there to find out where he stands?
You could say that. I suspect he might be inclined to ally. If it works out, it will be a great accomplishment. Kunzlin was respected among the former councillors.
Bro, I'm outside. I'm inside. Wait, weren't you just downstairs? Henry, a master thief. A master thief must have all the keys to the kingdom. I wish I knew where Rutherford's palace was. It's this way.
Not your day, eh?
So you don't end up here too.
Not your day, eh? What if I freed you?
I'd scarp her, obviously. So you don't end up here too.
Hey, no one saw a thing.
Of course he knows. He's the one sending him there. It's gospel. They say she's mad for it. But the old man just isn't up to it anymore. He wanted to stop her.
This looks like a really big house with a cool looking entrance. I'm assuming this is the place.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget, I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them.
I hate these guys.
Just like Malishov. Along with your life.
You guys burnt out Malishov? Hold my beer.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Got him.
Seize that traitor!
I need that guy. Oh, hell yeah! Shoot a bow.
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove.
What if she shot the other guy?
Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master.
And then there's just Henry going, I'm quite hungry. It's probably the greatest thing in this game.
Victory or death!
You got him! You swine!
I'm quite hungry.
You got him!
Got him.
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
Sir, did you even take damage?
Looks like you took some hits.
Henry, why do you sound like a mile
It's just
away?
a scratch.
Papa, my God, you're hurt.
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Apology accepted.
We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scallis, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Not feisty
Like
creature.
father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved
Oh, dude, I
in
definitely
something
will
as
as well, don't
dangerous
worry.
as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
We will have to untie your hands then. What should I do?
There might be something. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake dye if Sigismund were to find out. He'd have him executed at once. regardless of his noble
I can
blood.
do some sneaky.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally, my friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair.
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian in Horshan, at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with, but be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
You know, just getting my dues. Might have me a couple drinks real quick before we hit the road. Eat some beef. He said he was in Horse Town. Horse Chan. Okay. Pebbles?
Go! Go! Quick!
Yes, he's not in the horse town. Maybe he's right outside it.
Ka! Go! 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 Ka!
Hello, good guards.
I'll have to find another bet.
You can't just sack me, steward. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place.
That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery-pokery.
Be quiet. And now clear off. Hey, stranger. What are you doing here?
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
Did he? I know he was a blacksmith, but did he also oversee mines? Well, I mean, this makes the most sense. We're near
My
mines.
father is a nobleman. He oversaw the royal mines in Skalitz.
You don't say. You're the son of Radzig Kilbula.
You know him?
Not personally. But I'm well informed about the silver mines in the kingdom.
I thought we were just
and
like
their
Mount
overseers.
Martin.
What happened in Skalitz was a great tragedy for the entire kingdom. It was one of the highest yielding mines. How much did your father tell you about its operation?
Hardly anything, actually.
Oh? Well, never mind. We can fix that. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
Won't they be suspicious if I ask those kind of questions?
Of course. You'll have to proceed with the utmost caution. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I'm pretty scholarly.
I reckon I could pose as a curious scholar.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mine. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
Jesus Christ. We might just burn through this.
Who owns the silver?
All the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king. Whether it's above ground, though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind. And he can't be expected to warrant, so he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process. from digging the silver ore out of... Silver is found in ore veins underground. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves. And the assayer, the raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces, where it's smelted into raw and then pure silver.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital offense, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must...
Who checks the...
The Royal Mint Master and his subordinates are responsible for... That is why every step of the path of silver is monitored. The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as closely, since they buy... It's in their best interest to get the highest possible yield after...
Who makes money from all this?
The thing is, everyone does. Pitmen get paid for mining in the shaft. The smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver, and deduct the raw tithe. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even touches it. But there's still enough left over for the king.
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining rights to his lord. All sorts. In fact...
He just said this.
Who's responsible for
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the royal... As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. Then come the chief foreman, then the other foreman, and finally the ordinary pitmen in the shafts. We follow the path of silver until the moment an ore merchant buys...
How much do the mine...
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mining guild.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights to rich mine operators. They bear the cost of mining themselves and pay him a share. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only 1/5 from the leaseholders. That's how he gets what's his from all the mining.
What about the other 2/3 of the profits from the king's mine?
Those go towards the costs, of course. For operations, wages, and shaft security.
Who's responsible?
They have then, and not just...
Okay.
The stamp after that, finally...
This right here is just
yes.
dialogue for Henry.
How the royal there then?
How many?
Only the men. There used to. It was he, and of course.
By the way, I've had the honor of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukhdal.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Who is Peter again?
You silly doggy.
Are you Foreman Samko?
Aye, I am. Who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you. I'm a student from Prague, and I'm writing a treatise on miners.
Why should I care?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the... I wouldn't mind having a game of... Then I'll tell you everything.
You better start. If there's one thing you don't want, it's an angry Henry slamming your head against the table.
Bloody hell, kidder. Yeah, I see enough black as is down in the mound. Ask away, then.
What is the work of a...
But proper...
So how do you...
Depends.
How do you...
Either we're on... Only then there's not...
I'm just looking for the question.
How much do you make to it?
Don't even get me...
Yeah, this is the main thing I need to know.
How many corves did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
Alright, got 34. Yes, I can sprint now. Oh, it's underground. Where's the actual mine entrance? It doesn't show it, eh? You know. It's one way down. Is that gold I see? Or silver in there I see? What's up, Foreman Pavel?
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague, and I'm writing a thesis on the life and lot of miners. Are you praying?
The day before the feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young Jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in it.
That's awful.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, how can he forgive myself?
Dude, poor guy.
There's no more pain in heaven. Don't be so hard on yourself.
You're right. I hope the Lord has welcomed the poor lad into the kingdom of heaven. Will you pray with me for his...
Of course.
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper, tin,
Almighty and
iron,
merciful God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I ask
of
that
gold,
you bless my brother who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may
tin,
your holy angels save
iron,
his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through our
brother
Lord,
who has
our
died in
Saviour
this
and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
May
Christ.
your holy angels save
Amen.
his soul from
The
damnation.
angel of the Lord declared
Bring his
unto
soul
Mary,
to eternal
and she
glory
conceived the Holy
through
Spirit.
our Lord, our
Hail
Saviour
Mary.
and Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid
Amen.
of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask a boot out.
What is the work of a miner?
What it's about? It's about hewing the face and hauling the ore to the banking core. Proper graft, that.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakker or two a month, you know.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing up.
How much do you make, dude?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
Interesting. The other guy said everyone was getting along. But this guy's saying that's not necessarily the case. assuming he's underground because I saw the arrow down earlier. But now, is he down here or is he down in a different area? I wish we had a map when you go underground. Unless, is there like split offs up here? Yes, sweet.
My respects. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Are you outside? Oh, hey. Hold up, buddy.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague. Henry. I'm writing a treatise on silver mining.
I didn't know you scribblers were interested in us ordinary yak, but you can't just amble around.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gav, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stithe.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, kid ya? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it, and don't.
How do you get the ore?
Same way it's hewed, in the dart and in course. On top of that, you spend a lot of... Once you get out by with the corf, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
How much do you get?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft,
Can you give me a more specific...
sometimes not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to make a living.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that fair.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Why do you need to know that for? Them numbers won't be useful to nobody.
I really need to know it for my work. My treatise won't be complete without it. Est rerum omnium magister usus. Experience is the best teacher. And you have that experience.
Aye, well, a clever head but a gawk-handed, eh? Alright, I'll tell you. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 cords.
36?
Thanks. Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us. Take care.
Was darf's heute...
You're the local oreman.
Naja.
My name is Henry. And I'm here by Sir Christian. I study at the university in Prague.
Wirklich? The Horschanschafts are some of the most profitable in all of Kuttenberg. I am Hermann. If you have any Fragen...
As
my job, every depend...
Do you...
I do...
How do you...
It takes... Then...
And...
Nein, the important...
How many...
When you...
How many cords?
Sancta Petronilla. Entschuldigung. I do not remember.
Huh? Where you know? Here we go. Oh god, it's already 10:30. about. I'm gonna have to quit soon.
I already know how many corvs the crew's extracted. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I would assume less because they're stealing it, right?
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
That this is fraud of colossal proportion, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What are we going to do about it?
Well, we need to make them tell us more. But carefully, being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime. So it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sounds easy enough. Don't get distracted in looting. I mean, a little peek won't hurt me.
What are you doing, fooling about with my things?
I lied.
I don't recall telling you to touch my lock. Come on then. Let's sort this out.
I lied about taking a little peek. Bad idea. I'm here to talk to this guy. Hey, I'm glad we're already acquainted.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
We need to talk, Herman.
Was ist denn los?
Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 corvs of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Or someone is writing down false numbers and hiding 10 corvs.
I do not write anything in the book myself. Foreman Fett counts the corvs here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corvs than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that. Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corvs to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corvs is 10 corvs after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
Thanks, Kalala. You didn't have to do that. I guess I didn't ban them.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
I get you.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret. So just act like nothing's going on. Keep
That's
doing
true.
what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah.
Alright, so... You said it was this guy over here. What's this guy over here have to say? Are you in here? Or are you outside of here somewhere else? Last. He's outside somewhere else.
You must be the one the Christian sent, eh?
I am.
Watch your head now.
Will do, sir. I guess I don't need my torch out. Let me just put that bad boy away. Hey, you good sir. I'd like to talk to you out here. Bubba Fett.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
Got him.
He had no choice. If you tell me everything you know right now, you'll go unpunished. I can guarantee that in Sir Christian's name.
Keva, you're all I need. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft, they say. He was drunk.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the mint master?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else.
Clear as a bell, Mara.
Sweet. Go tell Christian. Where's this magic water come from? From this horse.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, you'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct? How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then?
But be careful. Baresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Baresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
What should I...
Like, if you're... And make sure...
What else should...
In the smell... Then they give...
What should...
Now he's...
I got it.
Here. I reckon he won't be... Ask him to... If my guess is...
Dress
You could get... When
nicely.
you're in... Good luck.
Does my one outfit have any armor? If I just take this, would I get rid of the bow? I mean, that right there is pretty charismatic, if I say so myself. Do I have any better clothes that might work? There we go. This guy right here doesn't look like he would be a noble, or it looks like he'd be a perfect nobleman for this. Now let me read this so I know what at least it says, or at least so Henry knows what it says. That's a smuggler's map. Okay. Is any of this outfit dirty? Nope, it looks impeccable.
Quick!
Jump up on a horse like this, nothing can go wrong.
Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm too overcumbered to sprint.
Here we are. Good. Greetings to
A
you.
poorly dressed yokel like you should only talk to other yokels. A poorly dressed yokel
Why
like
the
you
hell do they
should
pour
only
the beer
talk
on
to
the
other-
tape?
Do I look like a poor guy?
Bull.
Do I have any other nice clothes on you, horse? I mean, I think I look hella nice.
What's this dirty beggar doing here? I don't talk
Dude, I'm going to murder you.
It's
God
filthy
grant you
again.
health.
Damn it.
You are a kind master, eh? Come on.
I see some people just can't dress appropriately.
I think this is where I'm gonna end tonight, guys. Before I. We're just gonna do it right here. This is gonna be the end of the stream. I will see you guys all later on this week. I have to get out of here because it's already 10:30 at night. I need to start heading to bed because I gotta be up in just a couple of hours. Ah, hate to see it, but I'm glad we're finally progressing with the story. In a super interesting way. I wasn't expecting the whole double spy thing going on here. You should raid. Sure. Let's see who's online. Do you have any thoughts? Do you know anyone that's online at the moment? Let me open up another thing at Twitch because Ken's on. Hell yeah, raiding to Ken. Or ID. I didn't know ID was back on Twitch. Dude, I wish you could do more stuff in the dashboard without it like freaking out. Let me open up another tab. We'll go into Ken. He's just now come back into streaming.
Y'all have a story?
Hold on. Let's see. Do we want a raid message? Do I even have a raid message? I don't think I have one. No. Dude, here we go. The bunnies are here to wine and dine. Hold on. How does this look? I think it's pretty good. I love it. Alright, now I gotta remember how to raid properly. God, I feel like I'm just now raid channel. Oh, it's interesting. They do it by category, but it's like people playing the same game. I mean, I guess that makes sense. We're gonna go Ken. Okay. I will start the raid now, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for enjoying. Let's go right over to Ken, chill out with him for the rest of the evening. I don't know how long it takes to raid into someone anymore. I'm kind of bad at this, but I'm gonna stop the stream once we get in there. I love y'all, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Take care. It's in 50 seconds. I can see where it says the timer now. Here's where I need a... You can push the raid now? Hell yeah, I can. Alright, see you guys later.